Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time, in my opinion, is a pretty crazy one, pretty ridiculous one. It's about the time that police searched me at school. Now, I've had this happen to me a couple times in my school career, and sometimes it was for good reasons, other times it was for reasons I didn't understand. And in this story time, it's one of those reasons I did not understand, and I'm going to tell you about it. It gets pretty crazy. So I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like on the video if you do, and let's jump into it. So, today's story time all starts off as a normal day in 9th grade. Now, I had just gotten into high school. It was the very beginning of my 9th grade year. I was a freshman. I was not really enjoying it. I honestly did not like it very much. I actually missed middle school because in middle school, you could kind of do whatever you wanted. And at my high school, they were a lot more strict and your grades mattered a lot more. So, yeah, I was definitely just trying my best to adjust to it. And, I didn't really know much about my high school at the time. I was still new to it and I didn't know what they did there. For example, I found out on this day that they do random drug dog searches where they bring dogs in while everyone's at class to sniff people's lockers, and if they hit on a locker, they'll search your locker. Now, I didn't really know about this, but I found out the hard way, and I'm going to tell you about it. So, this story time all starts off as a normal day. I wake up, I go to high school, I get there, I go to my first period class, and I get through my first period, no problems, nothing there. I go to my second period class, and then all of a sudden, halfway through my second period class, an overhead announcement comes on and says, "Austin, in the principal's office, please." And I'm really confused, right? I'm like, what the hell? So I get up, I grab my backpack, I grab my things, and I leave. And I go up to the main office, I sit down with my principal, and at the time, there was someone substituting for my principal. It was this guy, and he looked real mad at me. And I was like, "Hi, sir, what's this about?" And before he could respond, a school police officer walks in the room as well. And when I saw this, I knew I was in trouble. I was like, what the fuck? Why is there a cop here? What's going on? I didn't say that out loud, obviously. I was just thinking it. But I said out loud, I was like, what's going on? Is everything okay? And my principal goes, "Well, Austin, we do random drug searches at this school. We have dogs come in and sniff people's lockers. And a police officer's dog picked up on your locker. And we searched it, but we didn't find anything. Which leads us to believe you took it with you." And I was like, "Took what with me? Drugs? I don't have anything on me." And he goes, "So you wouldn't mind if the police officer searched your backpack today?" And the cop looks at me with this real suspicious look. And I look back at him, and I was like, "Go for it. I don't have anything on me." And I was confident in that. I was like, "Yeah, I don't have shit on me. They're not going to find anything. I'm not worried." So the cop picks up my backpack and starts searching through my things. And at this point, I get nervous. I'm like, wait a minute. What if I left something in there? What if there's something in there from a previous smoke stash? What if there's some resin or something at the bottom of my backpack? What if I didn't search it thoroughly enough? What if there is something in there? I start freaking out, right? I'm like, oh shit, what if he finds something? So he searches through my backpack for a very long time. It was 5 or 10 minutes this dude was going through my backpack. And the whole time, my principal's talking to me, asking me all these suspicious questions. He's like, "Do you smoke weed in your free time? Do you do anything? Why are your grades slipping? What's going on?" He just thought I was the biggest burnout at my high school. He did not like me. And after 10 minutes of the police officer searching through my bag, he comes up and he goes, "There's nothing in it." And he hands it to me. And I was like, "I told you." And he goes, "Well, we're not done here. Do you mind if I search you?" And I was like, "You really think I have it on me? You think I would bring weed or anything to this office with you here and the principal here?" And he goes, "We don't know that." And I was like, "Go for it." So I stick my arms out. This cop searches me in the principal's office. He asked me if I can empty my pockets, which I did. I had my phone and my wallet in each pocket, and that was it. And then after that, I look at him in the eyes, and I'm like, "Are you happy? I have nothing on me." And he looks all confused. He looks defeated and confused because his dog picked up on my locker. So, I should have something on me, right? So after I say this to him, I'm like, "You happy?" And the cop just gives me a real mean look and turns around. And then the principal speaks up and goes, "Wait, search his shoes. Make sure he's not hiding it in his shoes." And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me, man?" I said that out loud. I was like, "You fucking kidding me?" I was like, "I'm here to just get through the day and do my fucking schoolwork for once. For once, I'm not getting in trouble. I'm just here to do my shit and go on with my day. And you guys are harassing me like I have weed all over me." And my principal goes, "Can you please take your shoes off and just make sure there's nothing in there?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll make sure." So I took off my shoes and I banged them on his desk to show him that there's nothing hiding in there. And I purposely did it real hard so I could get the dirt from my shoes all over his papers and shit because I was so mad. And he got real mad at me. He's like, "Can you be careful? These are important papers." I was like, "Yeah, and I have important stuff to do, and you're holding me up in this office and keeping me from learning, which is the whole point of me coming to school." And he goes, "I don't need your smart attitude, Austin. Go back to class." And I was like, "Thank you. I'm glad you wasted my time." And I turned around and I walked out of that room with my backpack and my shoes. And after I got out of the room, I put my shoes back on, and I proceeded to walk downstairs back down to my classroom. And after that, I was confused. I'm like, wait a minute. Why did the drug dogs pick up on my locker? Like, I had nothing on me. So it doesn't end there. I start kind of doing some detective work, you know? I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what? I want to find out why that drug dog hit on my locker. So I think about it for a second, and I'm like, okay, who has the locker next to mine? And it's my friend John. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go talk to John and see if he has weed in his locker. Because if he has weed in his locker, maybe the drug dog thought it was in mine. I don't know. Like, maybe the dog messed up, right? So I go and find John after second period, and I find him in the hallway, and I'm like, John, do you have weed in your locker? He's like, what? Why? I was like, dude, the drug dog hit on my locker, and I just got called to the office, and I'm worried that if you have weed in your locker, you're next. He goes, I do. I'm like, you fucking do? Are you serious? He's like, yeah, man, you went to the office for it? I was like, yeah, bro, they thought that it was in mine. They thought it was me. They searched me and everything. He's like, shit, man, my bad. Like, it's in my locker. I was like, dude, go get that out of there right now. Like, they're literally here, and, like, they did a search. Like, go get that out of there. So John opens his locker as fast as he fucking can. He grabs his weed out of the locker. It was on the bottom level of it, and he puts it in his pocket. And I was like, John, I'm not trying to sound like your parents, but, like, dude, get that shit out of here today, and don't ever bring it back. Like, seriously, I don't want to see you get suspended. He's like, yeah, man, I'm bringing it outside right now. I'm going to hide it under my homie's car. I was like, all right, dude, whatever you got to do, but, like, just keep it out of the building, because I don't know if they're coming back with their dogs. And he's like, all right, man, thank you. Good looks. Like, you saved my ass. I was like, no problem. So he leaves, and he goes outside to go put it in someone's car, or like under someone's car. I don't know what he was doing with it. I just knew he was putting it outside somewhere. And one of the police officers, the school cop that I just saw, walks right by me after I talked to John. And this was the same police officer I just saw, the same one that just searched me, the same one that thought I had weed on me. And he's just giving me the dirtiest look because he knows that he couldn't get me on anything. So I look back at him and I smile because I was having a great day at this point, you know, like I didn't get caught for anything. I didn't get in trouble because I didn't do anything wrong. So I smiled at him because I had nothing to be guilty over. And that pissed him off so bad. He gave me an even dirtier look and he just walked away in pure anger. And after that, I just went to my class and went about my day after that, having a nice, normal, happy day. And guess what? John never got caught. John never got searched. It was just me. So in the end, the only thing that happened is I got searched. They found nothing. And I told John to get that shit out of his locker, which he did, and he never got in trouble. To this day, I do not understand how the dog hit on my locker and not John's. But in the end, everything was all good. I didn't get in any trouble. Neither did John. No one did. And that was pretty much that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I thought it was a pretty crazy one. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. For the dead, and now they know that